Hello everybody and welcome back to another Risk video. Today we are starting a new series on this channel. We are doing Classic Fixed, 6-player, Alliances on, no fog or blizzards. We are going from Novice to GM. I just started this account, brand new. The only games it has on it are the 3 single player games. The first player, we have General Magar 4422 from the United States. Then we have General Crow 11902 from the United States. We have Savage Oddman 31 from the United States as red. We have the person who must be my ally, General Ballo 14,275 from Britain. Myself, and Visted Player 15 from Mexico. Okay. So I have gone to Grandmaster playing anything and everything Prague. I've done 70% Prague to top 100. I've done World Dawn Prague to top 500. I've done Zombie Apocalypse to GM. And I've done Caps to GM. But I have never done a fixed novice to GM series, or at least try to. So I thought might as well try it and document it here. So hopefully this series helps you all a little bit if you want to learn how to play Classic Fixed. But yeah. So continents on Classic are as follows. We have the 2+2s of Australia and South America, a +3 in Africa, 2+5s of North America and Europe, and then the big +7 of Asia, which hardly anyone ever holds. Okay. So I have a good Australia play, is where I'm really positioned, but I don't really like that, because Australia is such a death trap, in my opinion. My ideal bonus, I know some people, I know Pete really likes North America, I know some people like South America, I know lots of people like Phil hate Australia. I personally really like Africa as my bonus. Well, actually that's not going to happen in this game, with blue putting a 10 there. My best play could be, I think, is Australia, but I don't like it, is the thing. I'm afraid with pink going last, getting 6 troops, they're just going to put it all on their 4 and go in Australia. And not to mention there's a red 6 nearby. Okay. But red's going for North America, I think. We're going to go with the Australian turtle play. We're going to see if it's going to work, or if anyone will contest me for it. We're going to see if it works. Okay. So now it's Pink's turn. I'm feeling Pink will put all their troops in Australia, knowing what most players do. I haven't played Classic Fixed Ranked in what feels like years, because when I first started playing before I was in Discord, I used to play tons of Classic Fixed. Like, that was the only thing I would play, ever. So then, I eventually got to GM, but when I started playing World Dawn Prague, and I eventually got 70%. But I haven't really gotten to GM doing Fixed, and it's going to really be interesting to see if my Classic Fixed skills are rusty, or if they need improving. If they're good, I mean, we'll see what happens. But I'm really interested to see how this series will go. I'm also wondering if you guys have any other maps that you like to recommend. So whether it's Classic or Spain or something, just let me know, and maybe I'll try to make it an all map fixed, novice to GM. Because there's been lots of people doing Classic Fixed. Anyway, going back to the game, we have white going for Europe. So I should probably get my card, this 3-on-1 in Northern Europe. And if that, for whatever reason, fails, I'll go for the 2-on-1 in Asia. But it looks like there's a weird contest for Asia, which you don't really, not Asia, Europe, which you don't really see very often. There's 2 players fighting for Europe right now. Or maybe yellow will move out to North America. That's where red is. So there's kind of a big scramble for North America and Europe right now. Not so much for Australia, Africa, and Australia, which is very rare, or at least from when I was playing Classic Fixed. So this could be the new meta, is not going for the small bonuses, going for the big bonuses is the better play. Who knows? Yeah, red's still going for North America, it looks like. I have a feeling blue will take Africa in a turn or two. I doubt it this turn. I mean, he could this turn, but I doubt they will. Just because someone will break them because he's the only one with a bonus early on. Also, they should fortify their 12 before their 3. Their 3's not in danger, but I mean, it's fine. Okay. I also have this 3 I need to get rid of. I think this 3 in Argentina is going to die before this 3 in Europe, if I had to guess. Just because if I want person going for South America, they have a pretty clear hold on it. So I might as well use that while I can. Put all my troops there. If that fails, I'll just go in Europe. Okay, it succeeded. Then I'll just hold there. But I'm not really being tested from Australia, which is really good. Obviously, there's some troops in my way, but unless I have a set, I'll probably take Australia here. Maybe that's bad. Okay. So, pink player is going to maybe take South America this turn. I'm really messing up my confidence today. Oh well. But everyone's playing really good this game. I mean, there's obviously some people playing troops in random places, like putting the +1 troop in Australia a few turns ago for pink and red. But so far, everyone's playing really good. No one's made any blunders. This is a balanced beginning of the game so far. Everyone's making a slow claim on their bonus, or yeah. Like I said, the only thing that's really not like going good is for yellow and white and red. They're all kind of clustered in North America, Europe. So yellow's kind of in the middle. So yellow will have to decide when he wants to go for, if he wants to go for a bonus. So yellow can go into North America, or he can go into Europe. He can't really flee to Africa, because if he does that, then blue's there. He can't go to South America because pink's there, and he can't go to Australia because I'm there. The other option for yellow, he goes for no continent play. But at that rate, he's just rapidly becoming the weakest player here. So, ideally, you want to have a bonus. I know it's in Classic Fixed, but if not, it's not the end of the world. You can, I've definitely seen lots of people win without bonuses on Classic Fixed. In public lobbies, especially. Play with friends, with GMs, it's very rare to see that. But it does happen. Let's see, wait. Okay, so I'm thinking red might go to the no continent and flee to Asia. But they're keeping their hold, it looks like, on North America. And on my turn, I'm going to try to get use out of this 3 in Europe. I like how blue sent me an alliance. I mean, this is kind of a stereotype, maybe, that I've noticed, but I noticed people that send alliances tend to be, like, right away, tend to be pretty good. Like, they know what they're doing. Sending alliances to people, trying to manipulate them, that's a smart play. Maybe I should do that. I tend to not like to send alliances right off the bat, but maybe if I see a need to send an alliance, I will. Okay, barely got that. 5% on 3 here, I'm going to take Australia. The set being a big set. And I don't have a set. That's fine. I can wait a turn. I'm not being contested right now. So I don't see a problem with it. I'm not just delaying a turn. Especially since no one else has a bonus, so it's not like I'm being imbalanced by someone else. Or multiple people. Okay, so pink gets a card in Asia. Looks like Asia's gonna be the big trading spot for everyone. We have white. Looks like they're doing what I'm doing, taking cards and bonuses they're not going to hold, while stacking in a bonus that they're playing to hold. Good card in Quebec. Well played. Alright, we'll see what they do. I don't think much fortifying they can do. That's major. Alright. So, I'm going to see what happens between white, yellow, and red. I think that's going to be the interesting thing in the early game. In the mid game, I can see there being issues between pink and blue with the South America border. But in my opinion, I like Africa because you can just hold on East Africa, and since it touches or borders all of the other territories in Africa, you can just hit back no matter what. So that's like my ideal classic fix game, is like sit in Africa, on East Africa territory. But I obviously don't want to do that every game because that'll get very boring. So I'm trying to expand my knowledge on classic fix besides the African turtle strategy. Okay, so red takes a card in Japan, and they do flee. They do flee North America and they go into Asia. I don't like that. I want to be somewhat of a conflict there. So now it looks like yellow will have a good play on North America. And blue removes my 2 and likely takes Africa next turn. Okay. Where can I get a card? Okay, I'm going to try to do this. Okay, it worked. That's good. I'm going to go back to Blitz because SMG will not change their manual dice to Blitz function. But that's been going on for a while now, so nothing I can really do about it. I'm not going to do anything about it. Okay, so let's see what pink does. Pink should take South America and when they have it set. It's just ones of mine. Maybe they do it this turn. Okay, they get their card in Australia. That's good. I like everyone's being nice to me in Australia so far. Emphasis on this so far. I have a feeling I might get trapped. Or I'm especially afraid of this red 10 in Siam. Very worried about that. Especially since red will likely send it before me. Based off of turn order. Thank you. Makes it 2-1 instead of a 2-1. That's really helpful. Thank you, white. Do I have a set on 4? I do, but it's a 6 trade. Well, I'm not going to be trading that in. I'm not at risk of dying. I'm not in a desperate need of a set. I can wait a turn, see if I can get the bigger set. If not, it's not a big deal. I hope I can get a card here in North America. That'd be a really good place for me to get cards on this turn. I mean, if not, I can just attack the white one over here. But I like to get my cards on exteriors when I can in the early game. Alright, red sets in with their 10 set. Let's see what they do. Okay, so they put 2 in Central America, rest on Siam. They attack into China. They make multiple attacks going into pink and more on pink. Are they going to fortify into North America? Yes, they're going to Alaska. So they want North America now. They just were combining their troops. That's really good for me. Now, I'm pretty much alone over here. I'm not going to take Australia this turn because I'm still worried about that white 21. I don't think he would do that because he's been playing pretty well, pretty maturely. So I'm just going to wait a turn, especially since I don't have a really big set. And that's a very interesting play by blue. Blue is playing very passively. Very passively. They are guarding in South Africa. Very interesting. They're trying to be as neutral as possible. I get the objective behind that. because you aren't guarding at any border, so it doesn't like you're a threat. But at the same time, you can get broken, and there's nothing you can do about it in the end game. So I think it's okay for an early game standpoint, because then you can just fortify out. But in an end game, mid game standpoint, when stuff can happen, you don't want your stack locked in South Africa or Madagascar. So I see what he's doing, but it won't last. It won't be good if that lasts. Also, if you guys were wondering why I got my card in Australia, I couldn't get a card in North America. I didn't want to risk a 2v1 since I don't think I'm going to die soon. Okay, let's see what my cards are like. I have a big set, and that is why you wait for the big set when you don't need to trade in right away. Okay, so pink gets your card. I'm going to take Australia this next turn. Alright, so it is an interesting game of Classic Fix. It's the beginning of round 6. And there's only one person with a bonus. That is very interesting. Not a common thing to see. At least from when I used to play Classic Fixed. But everyone's playing really good. So it's really good to see the average player base in ranked games really improving. That's really good to see. Like, the player base is really improving. And I think a big part of that goes to people like Pete's videos and Bill. All of these people. Okay, anyway, back to the game. We have Yellow putting all their troops in Southern Europe. Will they break Africa? No, it doesn't like it. They're attacking Middle East. Fortify back to Iceland, I'd imagine. Maybe they want Europe. They want White out of there. But see, the thing is, White won't be happy with that, because then they'll be without a bonus. Or maybe Yellow's trying to go for North America, because Red already set in. I guess White already set in as well, but there's less troops in North America of Red than there is of White in Europe. But then again, it's way easier for White to move out of Europe than Red to move out of North America, because that's 7 in Central America. Okay, Red gets their card in Asia, as usual. Fortify to Alaska or something, yeah. Alright, blue, 10 troops. Got the big set, good for them. Are they going to put it all in South Africa? They are, and they're going to get their card on a 5-on-1 in North America, right? Yeah, that's really their only place to get a card. I guess they could do a 5-on-3 or a 5-on-2, but 5-on-1 is only 100% of those. Okay, my turn. I'm going to trade it. I'm not going to worry about North America. I'm getting a card there. I'm just going to focus on Australia. Hope for the best. Okay. Let's see, what are my cards like? I have no set on 3. That's fine. I don't think I'm in desperate need of one as of now. Right, pink set it's in. I imagine pink takes South America here. Which would be good for me, because then it balances out blue's Africa, because he's getting +3 and I'm getting +2 since we're the only ones with bonuses. Now pink has a bonus as well, so it's +4 and +3. Now blue's not going to get a sustained advantage over everyone. Over people like white, yellow, and red with no continents. But yeah. And very interesting, very good play by pink. Pink is not guarding against blue at all. They're playing the good neighbor 3. That's very interesting. I'd imagine that since blue sent an alliance request to me, like right off the bat, that they did to everyone else as well. So I imagine that they're allies. I'll accept the alliance just for communication purposes. I'll give them a thumbs up as well. Okay. But yeah, I think most of the action as of now will be up in Europe and North America. I can't really do much. I don't want to break blue or pink right now. Just because then I'll be the only one with the bonus. I'll get targeted. And there's just lots of troops on the board right now. Even people without constants are doing fairly well troops-wise. So, I mean, the weakest player right now is that has no continent is white with 40 troops, which is a lot for round 7, I think. Yeah. So, everyone's playing really good this game. I'm really impressed, which is really good. I like to see really high level public lobby games. Okay, so looks like Red is definitely taking a play on North America. I don't know if I like that though, because hitting the pink streak, that is. Because now Yellow sees that there's less troops in North America than there are in Europe. That could incentivize Yellow to go for North America rather than Europe. And that way you can let White have Europe and then you can team up on Red. Very interesting. So Blue opts to not get a card, but fortifies up to Congo. Very interesting stuff. I'm only gonna put a troop there because it's gonna die anyway. Okay. The reason I was putting a troop there is because 3-on-1, for those who don't know, is 93%, and 4-on-1 is 100%. So if I were to lose, I'd have to get a card on Siam and walk my army, or keep it on Siam, which I like Indonesia better. So, yeah. I guess it doesn't really matter if I have to see a card on Siam, because they both card the same thing, but I just prefer Indonesia. I think it gives me more openness. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so we see Pink add their gained troops onto Brazil, and they fortify some to it. I think Blue's little fortify up to Congo may have made Pink a little bit like skeptical, but looks like they're being good neighbors for now. Guarding with a 10 on Brazil and a 23 on Venezuela. Yeah. And Blue finally gives a thumbs up and a heart. Okay. Why are we moving from Europe? We are slowly getting to a mid game here. And most people are getting bonuses. Some people are on their way to having bonuses, and everyone's mostly in one position. So this is where the mid game starts. Okay. Let's see if Yellow keeps our 38 there, or... Okay, so Yellow's motives are likely North America. If they were wanting to go for Europe, they would have fortified their 38 out, but now their 40 is blocked from the Ukrainian army of White. But this game could go on for a while, considering that everyone's kind of turtling, doing their own thing. And everyone's playing pretty well. Blue has an insanely large stack. I think Blue's being overly passive. They should definitely take a card. 4-on-1 100%, get the card while you can. I don't know if they think they're being too strong here, or what the deal is, but they need to get a card. Since it's fixed, I'll always trade in early... Okay, trade in the big set when I can. So, I'll put +2 there since someone's going for Asia. I don't want to put +2 in North America when it's going to be dead soon. Put the rest here. Pack up. Boom. Boom. Okay. So Pink sets in +10, big set. What do? They put all on their North American border. They get their card in Asia. Yep. Makes sense. Maybe I should remove Pink from Asia. Just that way it's slightly harder for them to get cards eventually. Because if Yellow or Red gets North America, they're going to be trapped in South America. They'll either have to break Blue or they'll have to break Red, which will obviously be good for me. So it might be a nice little play to remove Pink from Asia, so that they have to get cards elsewhere. I'll only do that when someone has North America, just so it makes it a little bit more pressured for them. I don't want to do it now when they can still get cards in North America without anyone having North America. Okay, so it looks like White moves out of Europe, or not. Okay. So White is telling Yellow, I want Europe, you can have North America, fight Red for it. Which is good for me. The longer the three of them don't have bonuses, I think the game goes quicker. And the more interesting the game is. Right now, I'm just trying to build up some troops while I can. I don't see any motive for me to do any big plays. The biggest play I could do right now that would make sense is to remove pink from Asia. That would really only make sense when someone has North America. That way they would be forced to break North America or Africa. Like I said. Okay. So, I think this is just because of the quality of sets yellow and white have gotten, but yellow has 11 more troops than white. And red has yet another 3 of someone, this time being me. So I think red is probably the most unpredictable player here, so I need to watch out for them. Because they hit 3s instead of 1s when they attack. So that's good to know. Good to know. We'll see if blue actually gets a card this turn. But yeah, something to note here is that these players are playing very passively. So, okay, so blue gets a card. So it might not be a bad idea for me to be more aggressive in the end game, assuming I get there. With the assumption I get there, because these players are passive, it will not suit their playstyle, which is I found to be pretty good and fixed. Particularly classic fixed. Okay. I'm gonna get another card there. Do that. Make that 50. Boom. And hopefully red doesn't remove the 3 this time. Okay, pink does their turn. I imagine they put 1 troop in India just to get that free card. Might not be a terrible idea to put like a few more in Asia for pink, just so that way it's more expensive if someone wants to remove them from their exterior. But I don't know if they realize that or not. Passing point could be a terrible play. I have no idea. What do I know? Alright, so yellow is basically in that 1 stack besides that 1 in North America. So they could get taken out pretty soon. Someone has to go, or if they get bored, the easiest person to kill here is white. So that's also something to know. They let yellow have Europe now. They do let yellow have Europe if they want it. This makes the game very interesting. So now, will yellow get targeted or punished for having Europe? So I'm going to take it here, which they will. So, will yellow get punished for having this? I think I would guard in 1 stack, okay? They're guarding in Northern Europe, which is probably the best place to guard there. But will someone like red break them, who's been kind of hitting 3s out of the blue? I could see that happening. But if someone breaks yellow, I mean, yes, yellow will be able to retaliate that, because they won't be hitting much of a stack if they break. But eventually, if they keep breaking each other, then what will happen, like let's say blue for whatever reason breaks yellow. Yellow doesn't lose any troops from that break, but in the future, that could lead to some bad relationships, which could lead to bigger amounts of lost troops in the future. That's kind of the whole good neighbor thing. Good neighbor theory. Red's taking a super long time on their turn. Okay, they get their card on my 1 in Irkutsk, or how do we say that? Okay. Let's see where blue goes. Guarding with 2s on their main borders, it looks like. They have to risk a 3 on 100%. Okay, they get it. White is officially on 1 territory. A very attractive kill to look at, but it's not Prague. I'd die next if I took out white now. The other option is I could manual roll white, which is what I would do in a play France game, where there's not really as much suicides. But if I do that, why I would just suicide into me, probably. So I can't do that. I'm gonna get my card. Probably gonna go down to China this turn. Red should probably take North America sooner rather than later. Because they're also starting to fall behind the rest of the pack. Right now we have blue in the lead with 81 troops with 2 cards. Pink, second place, 76 troops, no cards. Myself, 64 troops, 4 cards. Yellow, 57 troops, 4 cards. Red, 53 troops, 4 cards. And white, 46 troops, 4 cards. Okay. See what white does on their turn. I imagine they don't break yellow. Because if they moved out of Europe, I don't know why they would just break it anyway. That seems very pointless to me. Yep, they get a easy card on pink. Okay. This is a very interesting game so far. I'm glad I recorded it. Alright, so yellow successfully holds Europe. Yellow is going to be the troops leader before we know it. Let's see where they go. I imagine they just get a card on like white's 1 or blue's 1 in North America or something. And then fortify back in. Yeah. Alright. So everyone's playing Good Neighbor so far. There's not really a single person that hasn't played Good Neighbor. I mean, there's Red, who's been like attacking 3s out of the blue, but even Red hasn't been breaking any bonuses. This game to get very interesting. I think the next step in progression here is either someone takes out white, or red takes North America, and we trap in pink. Is how that's gonna work. We'll see what happens. Okay. Blue attacks a 2-on-1, fails. Doesn't get a card. Alright. They're threatening on the 4 of pink. Now, here's the thing that's really good for me. I'm going to take out this pink one in particular here. And the reason being is now for pink to get a card, they have to hit a red 3. Or never mind, they can just attack in North America with a 42-on-1. But I mean, now they're not as open over there. So that's the worst case scenario for me. The other thing is they can attack like this 3 in India. They can break Africa. But I guess they can just do the 42-on-1. Oh, they break Europe. Ooh, so we have some action. We have some action. Now why remove that 1 of pink? Alright, white trades in their set. 8 troops. Pretty good set. Let's see what they do. Yep, white's playing this really well. They just need a turtle, get their troops, do nothing, wait for stuff to happen. I also have 69 troops right there. Don't know general tap on a new account, but if I did have it, I would tap there. Okay. So I'm interested to see what yellow's response is here. Because if they want to be suicidal and break South America of pink, they have to go through blue. Which is good for blue if they do that, because even though they break most for 1 turn, that clears up the entire side of the board for them. Okay, let's see. Maybe they just remove pink from there. Could be what they do. Okay, I wonder if red will remove the pink 3 here. Make the game, or make pink very trapped in South America. But I don't think they will. Or maybe they will. They're playing troops in India. Not enough to get a 100% on a 3, though. That's 100% on a 1. They're getting a card in North America on blue. Yep, well played. You're going to take North America this turn, it looks like. Oh, they don't take my 2, though. Okay, I'm going to just suicide that 2 on my turn if I get the card, great. If not, I'll just go in with my 4-on-1 in Asia. Because if I fail, that opens up red to get North America, which I think is good for me because then I'll progress the game. If it fails, worst case scenario, I'll just take a card in Asia. Not a big deal. Blue is now out of North America. So if they win the card, they have to take out the pink 3, which they don't do. And blue finally unlocks their stack to go to Egypt. This game is spicing up everyone. Trade in. I could say my wild about to have a 6 set. I'm not going to do that. But my troops here. I'll just blitz it. Yeah, it's fine. 6-on-1. Had +2 there. Territory cards. Okay. Cards, no set. But this game is looking better for me as of now. Things could go downhill with people suiciding on me and stuff, but I don't see a reason for anyone to suicide on me at this moment. And we see another break of yellow by pink. That's really good to see. I think white keeping their stack in Afghanistan, red keeping their stack in India is really helping that cause. If I were white, I might remove pink now, because there's nothing pink can do to you to retaliate. Perfect, yeah. I mean, white, and they know that yellow will remove that part. White is playing a perfect game so far. I would have... I mean, I know they're the weakest in troops right now, but they've done the best, I think, that they could have. They're probably the best player here that I would guess of the opponents so far. They haven't made any minor mistakes or blunders. So that is something to watch out for. They also attack kind of fast. They end their turns quickly. So I'd rather take out white more than someone that attacks kind of slowly like red. Because I'd rather play the slower player in the end game than the faster player for obvious reasons. Do we see yellow bot out here? That would also make the game interesting. They are taking one on their turn. Still in draft phase. I'm going to keep their profile up. And they are offline. They set in on 3, get the +6. And this will be devastating for blue here. Not their game will be ruined, but there's no way the bot doesn't break Africa or even South America soon. So if I'm pink and blue, I just fortify onto 1 stack and let the bot break me. There's nothing to do against a 66 stack. When you have 85 troops next to you, it'll break at least one of your borders. So it's just best in this case for pink as well as blue, just to stack in 1 territory. Minimal troops lost. But yellow's spot out here is really bad for blue and pink. And it could be bad for red if red decides to take North America. But red is also taking a while on their turn. Do we see a second bot out with red? Looks like we might. And they are offline. Very interesting. So we see 2 bots in the game now. This benefits me and white immensely, because those spots are going to be all up and blue and pink's butts. So yeah. Blue gets a card on a white 1 here. Yep. And then let's see where they go. Do they take out the 11? They're manual rolling the 11. I mean, I get it. It's a bot. You don't want it to break you. But that 66 is just going to go right through you. Nothing you can do about it breaking you. At least at some point. It might not break you in this turn, but it will soon. Getting good rolls on it, though. They've lost very few troops on what was an 11. Alright. And if I were them, maybe to avoid bot destruction, I would just take everything around the bots. That way, focus on Europe instead of Africa. Gotta go. Yep. Alright, they forfeit all of their troops. Alright, I'm gonna put all my troops in Australia, get a card here. Stop. So I have a set now. No set. Okay. We're set luck today. That's fine. Alright, so Pink, realizing that Red is a bot, takes a card in North America. Red is also, like, kind of spread out like their troops are, so they're not like Yellow, just make a big stack and destroy everything. Red is really spread out, so it's not like they can just stack on one of the United States territories and then just plow through everything of Pink or something. Okay. So White gets a card in China. And fortifies back to Afghanistan. Perfect. Or maybe they... Okay, yeah. Makes sense. I'd imagine Yellow takes Europe and maybe additionally the Middle East, but I don't think it'll break Africa this turn. Never mind, it does. So, I'm glad my prediction was wrong, though, because that's good for me, seeing a break. Now, Pink's 31 is kind of behind this Yellow 7, so it's kind of harder for it to get out. More expensive. My 1 will get removed in North America. I might get removed from Asia here soon as well. I'll have to take a card on Siam here. Alright. Let's see. Does Blue attack the Yellow 7? I don't think he should. Well, maybe he should. I don't know. Oh my gosh. He lost 1 troop attacking a 7. But I don't see that happen at all. I don't know how that happens. At least it's 3 on the 7. Okay. Well, it looks like they're targeting the Yellow bot here. Blue is. This is really good for Pink. That saves Pink a lot of worry. I'm also going to be the troop leader after this turn. Well, not really, because Pink will likely have a set and I won't. But without sets, I have the most troops right now. So that's all something to note. Chain crickets. Alright, I have to go through the 5, so I'm going to attack the Siam. Stop there. And it looks like I have a big set now. That's good. It's good for me. However, now I'm kind of trapped between these pretty big bot stacks here. Also, big mistake by Blue. Yellow will be a continental bot, and we'll just smack that 21. I don't think they realized bot stuff. Oh, shoot. Red is back. They sent me an alliance request. Red is back, and I'll accept it, because they seem to want to be my friend, and I don't not want to be their friend. And just as they come back, they're surprised and greeted with a pink hit. Okay, well, fair enough. Enough said. And they hit the 19. Wow. Yeah, well, now they realize that Red is back in the game, and they should stop. But that was a huge mistake. I don't know, well, even if Red wasn't online, that's a mistake to just hit 33 with the bot. But especially when it's in the game, you don't want to smack 30 troops. But even when it's a bot, you don't want to smack 30 troops. That's just way too much for the stage of the game. See what White does, they just attack Blue here. Yeah. My 4 in Asia is going to get removed this turn, which I obviously don't like. But, I mean, I saw it coming. Never mind, Red's not a bot anymore. I mean, they still might remove me from there, but I just want to hit the yellow or pink 21 or oh my god, blue 21. Stops there. Yep. So that's really good for me. Now blue is 20 troops weaker, 21 troops weaker. Yep, they laugh, but I mean, I don't think they realize that how bots work. Alrighty. I imagine they fortified the 9. Okay, they fortified from China into the Middle East. So now yellow bot will either break Africa or hit the red 29. Either thing is good for me. Though never mind. It's going blue's going to break Europe. Then yellow will just retake it. Oh, never mind. That's weird. They just stopped. Okay, fair enough. Oh, that's smart by blue actually. They want blue and red to go through him so he can fight. I like that play. Anyway, I'm just going to get my cards set in and fortify everything down to Siam. Make it a 98 stack. Pretty big. I'm officially past 100 troops now, so that's good. Maybe Pink is looking to take North America. That'll make things interesting. Pink's one of the weaker players. Not weaker, but they're significantly weak from that hits on red. But if they successfully hold North America, I'm obviously not going to let them hold North America if they take it, because I'll just get them back in the game, and I can just guard on my one board. That's the advantage of Australia compared to, say, Africa or Europe or South America. We still have white hanging in there, plus 10, 83, 50. Attack up, stop there and imagine. Yep. Alright. So, I'm curious to see what this 24 here does. Breaks blue. Okay. If it took the 19 of red, I would take out red. And the conscience. But red has a set. So they are a good, healthy 63 troops in the game. Okay, so they get card North America. I wish they would move one of their stacks in Mongolia or Siberia so I don't have to trap it in my stack. But it is what it is. Does blue hit the 17? No. They realize that's just going to be the same story over and over again. But I got very lucky that yellow bought it out and that red bought it out for a few turns. That was good for me. I'm going to trade in. And, oh, no, never mind. I can just take a card on this white one. What am I thinking? Okay. I am at a good, healthy 114 troops on Siam. See what pink does. Okay. They unleash a 17 or 22. Do they, or a 7? No. Okay. They're smart that way. Fortify back to South America. If I had to guess these players' ranks right now, I would say, well, that's not good. Roll lost 4-1. White is a master, grandmaster. Yellow bought it out. I guess maybe beginner, intermediate. But they played good in the beginning when they were human. Maybe intermediate. Red is a beginner, probably. Blue, intermediate. And pink, beginner is my guess. Guesses. Maybe intermediate for pink. Maybe expert. I don't know. But we'll see what happens when we see their ranks at the end of the game. That's kind of how I'm seeing everyone as a threat right now. That tells you guys anything? Okay, so Brad gets a card. Do they fortify anything in North America? No. Okay. I always need to fortify stuff in North America. That would be really good for me. But now blue is kind of card blocks unless you want to hit a 17. Which I mean it's fixed, so it's not the end of the world. But it is definitely nice to have cards and fixed. I'm going to fortify to East Africa, so that way they can get an easier card next turn. But they lease up on Congo, looks like. Oh, they only left 10. Okay, I don't know if they realize that 10 is going to be dead next turn. Because the only way that 17 can go is into the 40 of pink or into the 10 of blue. It won't go into the 40 because it's just going to fail that roll. It will go into the 10. So blue just lost another 10 troops. I make 119 or 18. Yeah, 118 stack. All right. Well, I'm glad I got Australia I went for Australia in the early game instead of going for the no constant play. I'm glad that pink didn't contest me, which is always good to see. That players don't contest for Australia. And fortifies back to North America. It's definitely worried about the bot hitting that 5, which is understandable. Oh, snap. Does white take out yellow here? Looks like it. We see some big action. Big action here. I don't know. Okay, so that makes white weaker, which I like. But at the same time, it makes it so that way blue can take back Africa. They get +4 cards. So they'll trade in again. They'll have around 45 to 50 troops. Okay, so that's like 50 troops. So I take out white here, is the question. They're playing really well. And I'll be able to set in again if I do it. I'll lose troops doing that. But I'll be leveled with pink and blue. And pink and blue are like next to each other in the board. So it'll be more likely that blue and pink will fight more than pink and me or blue and me. I also have to remember that red is in the game still. So that is something to know. But I think I take out white here for all those reasons I just said. And then obviously fortify back to Cyan. $39 troops lost. Yeah, and now I'm level with everyone else. So I'm not going to take Europe or anything like that, put a target on my back. I'm just going to fortify to Australia. Alright, so now we have a 4-player game with red, pink, blue, and myself. I'd be really worried if this is a player prince game because there's always the potential of the Australian trap strategy where one player takes North America and South America, the other takes Europe and Africa. And then they just trap the Australian player in. That's going to be hard to do in a 4-player scenario, more than a 3-player scenario. Let's see what pink does. I think pink will be the X factor here on how this game goes, because blue doesn't seem to want to do anything this game. Red is kind of just taking cards in Asia and kind of spreading out. So I think, and I just killed a player, so I can't really do much. I think if I'm white here, I think if anyone were to do something, it would be pink here. It's like red slowly recovering from their bot, leaving troops behind. But yeah, blue will take Africa back this turn, I'm sure. Okay. Awesome, awesome. They fortified back to Congo. They really like Congo. Not gonna trade him because I can save my wild potentially. I'll take this. Then fortify back. Okay, so my errors I made, I probably should have fortified up to Siam because if someone can still take China or India and it won't unleash my stack. But if I fortify to Siam, they can attack India or China and it will unleash me. So I am glad, or I'm not glad, I am mad that I made that mistake, but it's a minor thing, so not the end of the world for sure. Okay. Pink's turn. What's Pink do? Pink is taking a while. Did they just spot out? I hope they didn't. I really hope that Pink is not one of those people that bots out and then just comes back to the game. Because that would be really scummy of them. But looks like they're at least spotting out. Listed player 15 is spotting out. Did they even get a card? Ooh, okay, so they're going to break Africa. Next turn. Good to know. Good to know. So, Red is slowly getting stronger. They're also getting 5 troops a turn because they have 15 territories. Should probably knock a red one out of the way when I can compared to a pink or blue. Just because of territory count. But yeah. Also, shoutouts to Red for staying alive this entire time because it's hard to do that when you bought it out for a few turns. Came back to the game and have like kind of been spreading out like that. That's pretty impressive by Red. Red tells me to attack blue. Well, did Pink come back? No, Pink did not come back. I think Red is getting manipulated by Blue. Blue is telling Red to attack me. And Red is sick of being manipulated. That could be what's going on here. If I'm Blue, I fortify out to Middle East. Because you don't want your army blocked. I'm going to let the bot do its thing, waste some of its troops on Red and Blue, and then just sit on Australia. Because the bot's not going to do anything to me if I'm over here in Australia. The bot is going to hit the people near it. So that'll be Red in North America, in Europe, and then Blue in Africa. So, yeah, I know you want me to break Africa's Blue's Africa, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to hit a pink one. That's what I'm going to do. Get the big trade and save the wild card, so that's a good thing. And I had a +2 on one of my territories. So that's good. And I'm back to 100 troops set. So killing white was definitely the right play. I'm glad I did that. Okay, we have Pink Bot. They are taking back, looks like, North America. Not taking back, they're taking North America and broke Blue. Fortify out of South America into North America. So it's just one in South America, but they have a lot of stacks near it. Maybe what I should have done is maybe taken the Middle East and then, like, stay there. Make it hard for Blue to get a card. I don't know. Oh, shoot. I see what Red was doing. That Red is actually a genius. They wanted me to hold on Middle East. That's why they split into 2 15s. So that way it's really hard for Blue to get a card. That was actually smart. I should have seen that before. I don't know if that was their intention or if they just wanted me to break Africa. But their actions with the split of 2 15s suggest that they wanted me to kind of semi-card block Blue. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Alright. Last thing I'm going to do on my turn. So hopefully they don't keep a 3 over there. well, hopefully they fortify their 2 back to Africa. Which looks like they will. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do that. I'm not even going to fortify anything onto Middle East. I'm just going to pretend it's kind of like an accident. You notice it. And I'll let Red take out Ukraine. And I'll give them a thumbs up. And hopefully that signals Red to attack the blue one in Ukraine. And then blue will have to send a hit my 5, which is, I don't think they will, because they've been playing really passive. If they do, then they might think that they're triggering me, which they're not, but, you know. Also, red needs to fortify that 22 out of the way. Because pink bot is just going to eat that up. And they break pink. And I don't think they're going to be able to attack the blue one now. Okay, that saves blue and red. But this is why I didn't really do much. Oh, okay. So that plan will not happen of semi-card blocking blue. So that plan is not going to work. Not going to happen. Blue looks like all their troops in Congo. Do they attack North Africa? That'd be pretty awesome if they did. But I don't think they will. Yeah, they don't. I'm going to remove this blue one while I can. Yes, I can even trace out my wild. And a +2 on Middle East. I've gotten really good cards in the last few turns. Okay, I'm going to put like 5, 6 troops there. Rest there. Makes this a 15. But the sad thing is for Reds, they didn't fortify their other 22 in Kamchatka. So that 25 is going to hit the 22. Yep. I think this is my game to lose now. I'm in a really good position. Blue is not doing anything. Red is getting destroyed by the bot. Pink is a bot for now. Hopefully they don't come back. Everything's going good. They stay there. They're probably fortified. Okay. I feel like their 10 or 12 will get destroyed in like 1 or 2 turns by pink. They're the 6 and 8 in Asia. In which case I would take out red. Also, blue is not taking cards on Southern Europe. I don't know why they're doing that. Okay. I fortify next to my 15. I'm just going to attack this and do that. I'll let blue get cards over there. Give them the clip on cards on Southern Europe. Pink bot does not finish off North America because bots do what bots do. Red, everyone has played really well this game, like really. So it's been a very good game. It's just been really random to see like people about it. I don't know if it's just like an internet thing or people just giving up. I don't know. The only thing I think that really makes me lose is if blue decides to just full send into my 124. Because then red wins. I think that's the only place I see someone else give away the game. Assuming, obviously the other way is if I make mistakes, which are definitely possible. Leaves is 3. Weird. Well, I have a 4 set with a wild, so obviously not going to do that. I'm just going to get red under 12. Even though, pink was going to do anyway. Red gives me a thumbs down and whatever. It's fine. You can deal with it. I'm sorry I attacked your one. Whatever. Pink takes north. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can say colors. And they don't. Eastern United States is a territory that the bot will not attack. That 20 will be dead sooner or later. Sandwich between the 12 and 47. It's going to be dead soon. And it failed a 3v1. Okay. Now they have to hit one of my ones, or a 6 or an 8 of pink. That's good. That's unfortunate for them that failed, but I mean, and they opt to hit the 6 of pink. They must be really mad at this pink bot. I think I should maybe fortify out some of my troops so I'm not all locked. Might be a good play here. The only thing that's making me contradict myself there is because I'm worried about blue hitting me, especially since they're slowly moving towards me, which I don't like. I have a 10 setback to use it wild. I'm not going to do it. Okay, I'm going to hit this one in Britain. Attack blue, I know. Okay, I know you want me to attack blue, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay, sorry. I probably should have fortified that back, but it's fine. Probably going to trade in my wild just for the extra troops. Upgrade to a 4 set. If it was an 8 set, I'd be like, oh, whatever, and save the wild, but it's fixed, doesn't matter too much. Looks like bot takes Africa. Maybe hits the blue 3. I don't know. Maybe what I need to do is take out blue. Because red's at 44 troops and it's getting their 20 hit by pink. I think in blue, and pink looks like it's actually offline. They're not faking it doesn't look like. And they keep hitting pink. They lose 9 troops again. I mean, I'm not against it. I think I take out blue. I take out blue on this next turn. Unless they just full send me this turn. I still take out them out. But that'll be frustrating if they full send me. They might actually get the roll too because of attacker's advantage. And wow, okay, they attack Africa. This is really lucky for me. My opponents have been hitting the pink bot. They're probably like communicating in alliances. Like, hey, attack pink bot. Like, whatever. I shouldn't use my +2. Darn it. Okay. I'm gonna put everything here. Want to attack this. Fortify out. Fortify my stack out. And I want to take out blue next turn. Because at this point, I have more troops than both my humans combined. And the red 24 is kind of trapped in between pink. So, realistically, red has 20 troops that they can use. Most of which are 1s. Take out blue. They'll have no troops. And then there's just the pink bot. Which I do have to defeat. Because they did ready up at the start of the game. Obviously. Our alliance is over. Oh man, I'm sorry. No, don't hurt my alliance. Don't even break me in Australia, man. I'm not going for you. Thank you. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, blue. You haven't done a single thing this entire game. Yep, I'm attacking blue. That is the plan. Maybe I even give red. I'll give red second. I give it a chance because blue, like, went offline. Maybe quit. I don't give red second if I give him the chance. But if red is like attacking me so much, and the bot is so much strong, I'll just take out him first. Him out first. Okay. Blue skips a card. Doesn't matter. I'll still take him out. if I get a good roll here. 85, that's a good roll. I'll take that. And I have 30 more troops than red. And I even have some more troops in the bot. Good luck, good game, well played. Thanks. Good game, well played. We'll do half and half. I want to get red side good. But if they hit my 19, they're just going to force my 43 out and then just kill them. Or at least let the bot finish this 24. But yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of Classic Fix. I think I'm really doing well here. Obviously I got really lucky with my human opponents hitting the bot constantly, and when people bought it out, that really helped me. But I think at the same time I didn't make any critical errors. I also made some minor errors with fortifying and everything. But I think overall this is a really good game, and we had some really good players in this game. So I think this is a really good start off to the series of Classic Fixed. Also, as a friendly reminder, if you have any classic or just fixed maps you want me to try out in general, just let me know. I'll try to play them. I don't have premium on this account, so I'll have to purchase them, but if there's enough people that want support for other maps, then I'd be happy to get some maps. Okay, and I'll just take out, or at least try to take out, pink this turn, and then red. This is the plan. I think I might have put a little bit too much over there. Oh my gosh, I got 6 on that 4. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I still have it though. Or at least on this side. And do I have it? Yeah, I have it. I don't have much time though. Oh shoot. Okay, I have it. Phew. And that's a good game, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any feedback, please let me know. Please consider hitting like if you want more videos like these, and if you feel like it, please subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. And, yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah, perfect. I got great dice. Good game. Well played. And that's that. See what my rank is. Gene Crickets. A risk generated name. I did not pick that out. 500 battle points. Pretty good. We had white was a beginner. They played really well. So I check out yellow. Yellow's beginner, intermediate, beginner, beginner. So lots of beginners and one intermediate being red. Interesting. Okay. And that's